Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today, and welcome to Seagray, first of all. My name is Vincent Thomas. I'm the Marketing Director for GE's Grid Solutions business, and I'm here to welcome you to our seminar on data collection and management, building a maintenance digital thread. So with me today, we have three presenters. Chantal Robillard, who is the product manager for the ALM services. We have Thibaut Monfray, who is the project manager for R&D services, and Graham McGuigan, who is the product line leader for our monitoring and diagnostics line. The agenda we'll be going through today is asset lifecycle management portfolio, talking about the advanced inspection methods, go through some X-ray case studies, talk a little bit about inspections using drones. We'll go through our monitoring and diagnostic solutions, and then talk about some of the customer outcomes that we've seen. Following the session with the presenters, we'll be having a Q&A session where you'll be able to ask some questions on some of these solutions. So I'll just ask that everybody put their phones in mute, silent mode if you still have them on. And with that, I'll ask Chantal to come on stage. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So today, we are talking about a portion of our asset lifecycle management solution services. And I first want to talk to show you what are the challenges that are facing asset managers, maintenance, and operation managers. The first challenge is predicting failures. It is observed that 89% of asset failures are random, so they are not related to age, which doesn't mean it's without a cause. So the challenge for asset manager will be the aging infrastructure and that it will be starting to fail more and more. Then the second challenge, the growing grid complexity. So in any fleet that you manage, there's many asset types, but also many generation technologies of assets. And the challenge is, and that's what we see with most of our customers, their challenge is to gather in a single location the information in a digital manner and to normalize this data to be able to analyze it. The third challenge is the business optimization pressure. Today, with the globalization of the regional utilities, industrials, the renewable, the increasing renewable generation, the new merchant sellers, there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of pressure to cut costs, to cut CapEx, to cut OpEx. And the biggest challenge is that when you're reducing your maintenance and asset replacement costs, you have to make sure you're not crossing the line where the asset failure risk is not acceptable to you anymore. And finally, the last challenge is the edge for talent drain. So with 50% of the workforce in electric and gas utilities that will be eligible for retirement in 2025 and 20% eligible now, we are facing a shortage of personnel, which means that asset managers will need to rely more and more on the data and analytics. So the best way to address those challenges is to implement or improve your existing approach for asset lifecycle management, with the main goal of being to optimize the targeted outcomes you have in your company, which you can find on the right. So what are these outcomes or the target outcomes we could have? There's three. So there's improvement of the reliability of your asset, and the reliability of the asset and the availability of the network. Then there is the reduction in costs, the CapEx and the OpEx. And the last one, very important not to forget, is that while you're doing that, you have to maintain the risk, or you have to continue to be able to manage your risk. I will now explain to you the three main blocks of our GE Asset Lifecycle Management Services that is implemented by the service group in GE, but also that we help customers to implement themselves. So the first step into an asset lifecycle management is to collect your data. So you have to collect the data and bring it in a digital manner back to your APM application. So there are three sources that we have to collect data. So the first one is the online monitoring. The second one is the oil lab analysis results that could come from a GE oil lab or from any oil lab. And finally, you have all the inspection data coming from your field inspections. And GE, in the GE service group, we're working continuously at integrating new digital technologies and tools in our field inspection process. So then the next step is to bring this data, like I said, back to an APM application. So in this case, it's the GE APM application. And this application will evaluate the health status of your assets. So it will give you back the health index of each of your assets. Then you will have the estimated residual life of your asset, the probability of failure. The criticality will be provided by the owner of the fleet. And then by multiplying your probability of failure by your criticality, you get your risk index. And then the GAPM will also generate automatically maintenance recommendation based on the health status of your assets. And then those recommendations can be implemented, like you said, like you see in the optimization services section here, either by doing additional inspections, by doing a repair, by modernizing, upgrading your asset, or replacing the asset. So by using the recommendations from your APM application, you can, instead of doing those specific optimization services during your standard time-based maintenance, you go from a time-based maintenance to a condition-based maintenance. So in our presentation today, we will be talking about the data collection portion. So we will talk about online monitoring and inspection, the advanced inspection methods we have developed. And first, we will have now a short video on our drone inspection and imagery analytics. And as a note, we have the imagery analytics is developed by our Avitas GE venture. That is our partner into doing analytics and drone inspections. So we have a short video now to show you what this is, and after Thibault will be coming to talk about the advanced inspection technologies.
Welcome to the digital industrial age. Avitas Systems, a GE venture, is disrupting the utilities industry with technology that's driving risk-based inspection, improving safety, boosting productivity, and saving millions of dollars in the process. From refineries to substations, pipelines to transmission lines, it's happening all around us. With fully or semi-autonomous flight management, UAVs gather information using state-of-the-art sensing technology, discovering fugitive emissions, hotspots, corrosion defects, and vegetation encroachment. Permanently installed sensors relay corrosion and fugitive emissions data from your network of pipes, tanks, and vessels. You get actionable information in real time, eliminating risk, making inspections faster, safer, and more accurate. Inspection data, images, and video are sent to the Predix-based platform. Best-of-breed artificial intelligence and advanced data analytics algorithms are applied. There, results are analyzed and optimized, and served up in fully integrated drill-down dashboards, making your facilities and operations more efficient. Avitas Systems is putting tomorrow's technology to work today, which can save you up to 25% on inspection services and help prevent shutdowns. Don't miss the opportunity to upgrade your business. Join us as we harness the power of the industrial Internet of Things to make our facilities safer, our machines last longer, and our futures brighter. The digital industrial age is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I will present you the advanced non-intrusive inspection services. So our customer must deliver their business objective under continuous constraint on operating and capital expenses. They demand the highest level of reliability and availability, and in the same time they have to deal with aging fleet of assets, and they require more and more to limit the outage duration for maintenance. That's why condition-based maintenance is becoming the preferred maintenance strategy compared to time-based maintenance. To support our customer under this new approach, we worked on 4 different advanced methodology which allow to perform a complete condition assessment of a circuit breaker without having to open it. Up to now, some parts of the circuit breaker can be checked only by direct visual inspection, which is used to dismantle it, like a nozzle or arcing contact, etc. Those methods are digital X-ray. This method is suitable to evaluate damage, to detect misalignment, to evaluate dimension and mechanical wear inside the enclosure. The image is viewed and enhanced by a powerful image processing software, and the inspection is done directly on site. The second method is vibration monitoring. This method is focused on the operating mechanism. For LC circuit breaker, for LC operating mechanism, the vibration pattern is highly repeatable. So any change in the mechanical behavior of this operating mechanism is directly visible on the pattern. The third one is the dynamic contact resistance measurement, which allows to evaluate the condition of the main contact, arcing contact, but also it provides information on the moving part inside the braking chamber. And the last one is the UHF inspection. Pattern shape support us to accurate identification of type of defect for insulation. All these methods are based on proven technology. One of the advantages to be a part of a group like a GE is that we can go to the other division and pick the advanced technology which could be helpful for our business. For example, digital X-ray is used for years and more or less a decade in the business for GE oil and gas. Vibration monitoring comes from GE Power and GE Power Conversion for the monitoring of rotating machinery. All the digital data collected thanks to this method help us to make the best decision between repair and maintenance, and also to optimize and plan action, to select and plan action to optimize the cost of the expenses. All these digital data can be stored, can be shared, can be processed to build trends, and can be also used with our APM solution. Since the methods are non-intrusive, there are many advantages. The first one is the duration of the inspection. We just need a couple of hours instead of days to evaluate some inner parts. We can save up to 80% of the maintenance duration thanks to this method. The second one, since we are not intrusive, we can apply, of course, this method on assets manufactured by GE, but also by other OEM. Since we do not need to open it, we don't need spare parts to reassemble the asset after the inspection. We can also apply this method on a heterogeneous fleet of equipment. We can apply it on live tank circuit breaker, dead tank circuit breaker, GCB, GIS, whatever, with exactly the same method, with exactly the same tools. There are two different ways to use this method. The first one is in the context of investigation and maintenance. We can apply a package of maintenance to evaluate the condition of the asset. And the second one, in the case of an event, we can come on site and before starting to dismantle the asset, we can do a check to see if, to perform the defect root cause research, to see if we really need to open it or not, etc. So we can save time like that. There are many interesting information on this slide. We took the example of circuit breaker with the different sub-components. We can see that the different methods are more or less relevant. It means relevant technically and economically speaking, according to the sub-part we are looking at. For a complete condition assessment, we need to use this method as a package, but in the case of a specific research, we can just select the one which is the more relevant for our needs. We just need a limited outage for one of them, and in some other cases, like with digital X-ray, we can even perform the inspection on live. On GIS, GIL, or dead tank application, we can stay energized and perform the inspection. And of course, for the UHF monitoring, we need to stay energized. This is the global view of the services portfolio, all the services we can provide to our customer. I will do a focus on the advanced non-intrusive inspection. Just to summarize the main benefits of the non-intrusive inspection, it's cost effective. And indeed, we just need hours instead of days, so we save time on the loss of exploitation, we save time on the maintenance cost. We use proven technology. All these technologies are used for years, either in our field of industry or in other field of industry. We use digital results, which allow to store the data and which are compliant with our APM solution. And the last one is reliable and safe. Since we do not need to open the circuit breaker, there is no risk of failure, of major failure, during the re-energization. According to the SIGRE, a part of the major failure occurred just after a major intrusive maintenance during the re-energization. So, no opening, no risk. Now I will do a focus on the live tank circuit breaker. To evaluate the condition of the braking chamber, we used two methods, the DCRM and the digital X-ray. Each one is focused on a specific part. DCRM for the arcing contact and the moving part. And based on the patterns and based on our internal experience, we are able to say if it's okay or not. This one is okay, this other one is very bad. Another example, this example is very interesting. With the digital X-ray, we can evaluate the dimension of the asset and even the diameter of the inner part, like the nozzle. Even with a visual check, it's impossible to evaluate this dimension. And for demanding applications, such as circuit breaker connected to reactants, with the reinitiation during opening or closing, we have a mechanical wear, and at the end, we have the risk to have a crack or hole, which will destroy the nozzle. And in case of overvoltage of a current, we will be unable to shut down the current because there is no more blast effect. In this case, the condition is perfect. Now, about the vibration patterns. Since we know the kinematic of the operating mechanism, we are able to identify each peak. We can know it's the initiation of the coil, the start of the motion, the insertion of the main contact, the insertion of arcing contact, etc. If we use the travel curve as a roll per time, in case of abnormality somewhere in the curve, we are able to locate accurately which component was moving during this time slot, and we can say directly, okay, the issue is there. I take the case of a dead tank. It is exactly the same. We can apply exactly the same methods with the same measuring tools on a different asset. We will check the arcing contact on the same way. We will check the inner component with digital X-ray the same way. The same thing for the vibration monitoring. So advanced intrusive method is very good for the assessment of heterogeneous fleets of assets. Now let's go through this new application, which mentioned a lot of interesting business case for ALM, for modernization, extension, or training. I will do a focus on two business cases for X-ray digital inspection. The first one in Morocco. The context was an maintenance, an investigation in the context of a maintenance. The customer asked us to evaluate the condition of its asset, the age of the inner component, but he cannot afford a long outage of days. So we propose him to come on site to perform a digital X-ray on the nozzle, which is the most critical part in this application, and based on that, do some recommendation for maintenance. If we go in details, we can see the operator putting in place the measuring tool with the film, with the X-ray tube. In this case, we are out of service because we are too close of the connection plate, and for safety reasons, we need to switch off the installation. And during this inspection, we found two nozzles heavily damaged. The first one, here, we have a huge mechanical wear of the inner diameter of the cover and of the inner diameter of the nozzle. which change the characteristic of the circuit breaker, and the blast may be no more sure and sure. And on another nozzle, here we can see a huge crack and different hole in this area. The nozzle is completely destroyed. We were on site during the inspection. Of course, the images are processed directly on site, and as soon as we saw this result, we discussed with the customer, and we recommended to now restart the installation after the inspection. He didn't restart his installation. So, with advanced non-intrusive inspection, we are very reactive. A couple of minutes or hours after the inspection, you may have a pre-recommendation in the case of big issue like this one. Now I will go through another example. The context was completely different. Here we did the inspection on a GIS disconnector in a power plant, and it was a third-party equipment. The customer had a flashover on one disconnector, which destroyed one bus bar, and he suspected damages on a second disconnector on the second bus bar. And to help him to optimize the repair work and the potential maintenance plan, he asked us to come on site to perform the inspection, and based on the result, to make some recommendation. Since we cannot switch off the installation because we will lose the aluminum shelter, we did it on live, which is not an issue. We came with our equipment on site with the same film and X-ray tube as the one shown in the previous slide, with our scanner, with our computer to perform directly the inspection, the analysis in front of the GIS. We were on live, but we can see the operator installing the film and the source around the disconnectors, and we got such kind of pictures. To be energized is not an issue. There is no impact on the quality of the pictures. And in this case, we found nothing on the second disconnector, but it was okay for the customer. Now I will let Graham continue the presentation.
I'm here to talk to you briefly about our M&D portfolio and how it can act as a foundational layer to your wider asset lifecycle management strategies. GE's actually been an active vendor in the space of monitoring and diagnostics for over 40 years, and today we have a very broad range of advanced monitoring equipment which can really help monitor your most critical substation assets. So Chantal and Thibaut have already provided a brief overview of what can be achieved with inspection and testing, which is actually quite a lot if the data is well leveraged. Let me take a few minutes, however, to make the case for online monitoring and how it can really help advance your ALM strategies. It is well proven that continuous monitoring allows for the earliest identification of incipient faults. That's because online monitoring will facilitate you to capture the vital information that happens in between periodic offline testing. Not only that, but it allows you to track and trend that information against operational and environmental characteristics like load and temperature. The collection of that data can be fully automated via remote communications, and the frequency of both that measurement and the data collection can be varied to accommodate the criticality and the condition of the relevant asset. This can really help deliver efficiency improvements both across workforce deployment and planning improvements, as well as enhanced diagnostics of asset health and reduced maintenance. So more specifically, enhancing ALM with online monitoring will help you to reduce the risk of your asset failure and the associated costs. It will help you avoid unplanned outages and minimize planned maintenance activities. Implement a truly condition-based asset management or asset replacement strategy. Extend the overall life of an asset and also better manage near end-of-life conditions. And optimize the asset's capabilities without causing adverse damage or adverse aging. In today's session, we don't have time to deep dive all of those benefits, but we can take time to look at just a few of them. So online monitoring can greatly assist asset managers in implementing a truly condition-based replacement strategy via the insights gained from having complete health view of your entire fleet of online devices. You can leverage real-time online monitoring data, complemented by any available offline inspection and test data. This allows asset managers to better plan and concentrate scarce capital expenditure on the assets that most critically need to be replaced. But crucially, it also empowers them later in the process to divert that expenditure or to divert those new assets based on true current fleet condition. Equally, online monitoring can greatly assist asset managers in extending overall life and better managing near end-of-life conditions. Asset life can be extended via knowledge of the impacts of loading on health, detection and management of stress conditions, and more targeted condition-based maintenance. Meanwhile, close monitoring of an asset nearing its end of life or when a known issue is present can facilitate safe and reliable continued use of that asset until a replacement is in place. Okay, so we've covered the reasons why for online monitoring, which I hope you can see are attractive. Now let's take a quick look at our M&D portfolio, focusing on the most critical substation assets, namely the transformer and switchgear. So GE's monitoring diagnostics portfolio can be broadly broken into 3 levels. The first level is our monitoring level, which consists of our 1 to 3 gas Hydran and Minitrans DGAs, or dissolved gas analyzers. These offer for you to be able to detect, trend, and alert on levels of moisture and key gases, namely hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and acetylene. These are gases that build up in the transformer main tank over the life of the transformer and under fault conditions. This allows asset managers to see developing faults, enabling them to react quicker to urgent cases and to better plan inspection and offline maintenance activities. The Hydran and Minitrans devices are very well complemented by the Transport 10, which is a portable full 7-gas DGA device. This facilitates lab-grade measurements to be taken in the substation in less than 30 minutes. Okay, so moving on to the second level, which is our monitoring with diagnostics level. So our Kelman DGAs can measure between 5 to 9 gases, and so cover all of the diagnostic fault information you may need. This remote monitoring with diagnostic capability, coupled with remote communications software, remote communications and software will allow asset managers to utilize standard industry tools to gauge the type and severity of fault conditions. The advanced photoacoustic spectroscopy sensing deployed in these Kelman devices is a highly accurate technique which does not need any gas consumables to operate and which uniquely can be deployed in not only a main tank but also a tap changer compartment, which is a capability which is pretty unique in the industry today. The products in this range are the Transfix, the TapTrans, and the DGA 900. Other than fault conditions in your main tank or the tap changer, the next most likely component to have a problem on your transformer is actually the bushing. But unfortunately, bushing failures can be quite sudden and quite catastrophic. Installing a BN2330 will allow you to monitor the health of your bushing over time by being able to see the change in capacitance and power factor. This device can be deployed either as a standalone monitor or integrated as part of our DGAs. Complementing both our monitoring and monitoring with diagnostics levels is our Perception desktop software, which ships with every monitoring product you buy. This advanced software allows for remote download and storage of the data, insightful visualization tools, and standards-based diagnostics. Okay, so the third level is our holistic M&D solutions, which consists of the MS3000 transformer monitoring system and our Perception fleet software. MS3000 is a powerful and highly flexible platform to consolidate all of the sensing on your transformer into one single HMI. It deploys advanced expert-level diagnostics, reporting, and modeling, including hotspot, insulation aging, tap changer contact wear, cooling efficiency, and dynamic loading. Perception Fleet is an advanced version of our software, which can be deployed on a customer server to automatically pull data from a range of GE monitoring devices. It also has an enhanced set of features enabling advanced remote analytics, reporting, health indexing, and fleet ranking. This software is fully complementary and interoperable with GE's wider grid APM software offerings from our ALM and APM portfolios. so we've looked at transformers. Now let's look at the next most critical asset in your substation, namely the circuit breakers and the gas-insulated switchgear. The CB Watts is a compact, modern, and modular online monitoring platform for most types of high-voltage circuit breakers. It measures and checks key parameters every time the circuit breaker operates to gauge its health and prevent future failure to operate. It continuously monitors SF6 gas density, operation and arcing time, contact wear, coil, motor, and pump currents. It also monitors other items in between operations, namely the SF6 gas pressure, the DC voltage source, coil continuity, and the cabinet heaters. So the B-Watts provides monitoring for SF6 gas density in the various compartments of a GIS, something which is crucial not only to correct GIS operation, but also very crucial in today's heavily regulatory industry where you need to understand gas leakage rates. It is a self-contained system for up to 10 GIS with up to 30 gas sensors being deployable. It provides future SF6 gas trending alarms, allowing maintenance personnel to better plan refill operations. And the B-Watts also offers arc localization so as to enable faster restart of the GIS following an arc condition. The CB Watts and B-Watts are flexible to be deployed on circuit breakers and GIS from any manufacturer and can be used to extend the life of aging assets and extend the maintenance intervals whilst reducing the risk of failure to operate. Okay, so for online monitoring to be effective, really we need to consider remote communications to ensure that the data can be leveraged by remote asset management departments and by remote asset management software. For this purpose, GE offers a broad range of flexible communication options for M&D devices, covering all the major substation protocols. In addition, when connecting to GE's Grid APM solutions, we can offer a Predix field agent. This field agent is pre-configured and allows easy plug-and-play communications between the online monitoring device and our Grid APM. It connects either to Grid APM systems running within your own customer network or to the Predix Cloud version of Grid APM running on the GE Cloud. It also enables distributed edge analytics to take place, accommodates a wide range of hardwired and wireless communication options, and all of this is backed up by hardened cybersecurity. So we have taken a quick look at the justifications for online monitoring. We've taken a look at GE's broad portfolio of M&D products, and we've taken a look at how this can be easily integrated to expand and complement your wider asset lifecycle management strategies. So that concludes my part of the presentation, and I thank you for your time. As I take my seat, we will play a short customer video illustrating all of this in action. Okay, thank you.
Each country can't develop without power.
State of Kuwait is demanding more electrical power.
So the power is very important for socially, security, for financially.
MEW is moving smartly to develop a digital transformation strategy in order to improve the business process and develop new capabilities and business models.
Kuwait is always looking for the state-of-art technology, and we are really keen to work on the digital also substation, the automation system, and this project is one of these starts.
What we have done is that we have turned a fleet of 26 aging power transformers into a fleet of smart power transformers in 15 different substations, where we have installed 26 online monitoring sensors supported by software located at MEW maintenance department in Sabhan area.
The system is designed to monitor transformers in substations, whether it be distribution, transmission or generation. That information is then transferred over a communications platform to a software which we provide to the customer, which then analyzes the data being supplied and then using mathematical algorithms establishes the condition within the devices. The information can also be extracted in the field directly using a laptop and the software. You then connect that information via USB cord to the device, download it at the interval, and it will do exactly the same as what the remote feature gives you.
By using this kind of asset performance management solution, it will reduce the failure rate up to 70% and reduce your maintenance cost up to 30%.
The benefits we have seen is by reducing the risk of failure within given financial constraints and by minimizing the impact of failure when it does occur.
It's a really great partnership between MEW and GE, and I really describe this partnership as perfect.
Now I want to come back. I want to summarize the objective. What are come back to our outcome and the outcome targeted by you when you implement an asset lifecycle management. There is no one solution no one strategy, no one solution for asset lifecycle management. It is a set of building blocks. So for example, for data collection, it is a set of building blocks that you select to have the right balance between your improvement of availability and reliability and to reduce your costs. So you have to be flexible in the way you look at how to implement your asset lifecycle management. And of course, taking a holistic approach will provide or deliver more outcome or the most outcome. And finally, those outcomes, they translate into benefits, concrete benefits. And here you can see that a lot of results here. This is coming from more than a decade of customer returns we have, GE has with return on experience with our customers. It is customers from all industry, generation, transmission, distribution, and industrials. So it's a lot of information, a lot of data for very good statistics. And you can see the benefits, the type of benefits you can get. So inventory cost reductions, increased availability of your assets and your network, and then reduction in reactive maintenance. EHS incident reduction, gain in employee productivity, so gain into a reduction of maintenance time and outages, and the reduction in IT total cost of ownership. So these you will also, by implementing the data collection, the GEAPM software, you will see and experience these benefits. So I thank you. This was our presentation.